let's talk about something that affects millions of us here in the UK. There's a hidden danger on our roads, and you could be driving right next to it or even in it without ever knowing. We're diving into vehicle safety recalls, and more importantly, how you can find out if your car is safe. This just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? We absolutely love the freedom our cars give us. But, in the back of our minds, there's often that little nagging worry. Is my car really as safe as it should be? Well, that worry, it's not for nothing. Every single year in the UK, we're talking about hundreds of thousands of cars being officially recalled by manufacturers because of potential safety problems. Just let that number sink in. It's huge, and it represents a very real danger out there. And here's where it gets really alarming. So most people do get their cars fixed, which is great. But this data shows a full 25%, that's 1 in every 4 recalled cars, never gets repaired. Think about that. Millions of cars could be driving around with known safety defects that haven't been fixed. So what exactly is a safety recall? Let's be clear, this isn't about a dodgy bit of trim or a glitchy radio. A safety recall happens when a car maker or the DVSA finds a fault that could genuinely put you, your family, or other road users at risk. It's serious stuff. It's also super important to know that not all of these notices from manufacturers are the same. You might see something called a service action for performance, or maybe an improvement campaign for long-term reliability. But if you look here, it's the safety recall that's the big one. That's the one you absolutely cannot afford to ignore. Which, of course, brings us to the million-dollar question. I mean, with so many of us buying used Rs, how on earth are you supposed to know if your car has an outstanding recall? Especially if you're the second, third, or even fourth owner? The so-called official process, well, it's a bit of a mess. You might get a letter in the post, but if you've moved house or bought the car used, the manufacturer probably doesn't have your details. You might catch a news report, but that's usually only for the really massive recalls. And yeah, it might get flagged on your MOT. But there are just so many gaps in this system, it's incredibly easy for a serious safety issue to fall right through the cracks. Look, when your safety is on the line, just hoping a letter shows up is not a great strategy. It's just not good enough. But thankfully, there is a much, much better way to get a handle on all this. And that's where Regit comes in. It's the UK's #1 digital garage, and for good reason. Over 2 million UK drivers already trust it to manage their cars, and it's completely free. It's like a central hub for everything car-related, your MOT, your tax, and you guessed it, instant safety recall alerts. And this just puts it perfectly, doesn't it? The old way is all about waiting and worrying. The Regit way is about being in control. You can check any car whenever you want and get an answer instantly. No more guessing, just peace of mind. Okay, so what if you check and, there's a recall on your car? First off, don't panic. The process is really simple. You just pop your reg into Regit's free tool, get the details of the problem, and then you just contact your nearest official dealer to get the repair booked in. And no, it doesn't have to be the one you bought it from. Now, this next bit is probably the most important thing I'll say. Let's talk about the cost. A lot of people worry about this, but you don't have to. All safety recall work is carried out by the manufacturer's dealers completely free of charge. It doesn't matter how old your car is or how long the recall's been out there, it will not cost you a single penny. So we started with that 1 in 4 statistic, and now it's time to really ask yourself, could my car be one of them? Could you be driving around right now with an unfixed safety problem and not even know it? There is absolutely no reason to be left wondering. You can find out right now. The check is instant, it's free, and it gives you that crucial peace of mind that you and your passengers are as safe as possible on the road. Just visit Regit and use their free recall checker today.